Hello everyone, and I'm just with a bit of spare time here. I'm going to make a quick video of I've been doing the 10 reasons why most people fail the driving test. So I've been doing videos on observation, and the second one is not using mirrors correctly when changing direction. So what you must be able to do, and you must always make full and effective use of the mirrors. Check the mirrors carefully before signaling, giving a signal, before changing direction or changing speed. Always use the mirror signal maneuver routine effectively. Now, any mistakes you make in this area when changing direction will be counted under the mirrors change direction fault on your driving test result. So one of them is not using mirrors when exiting the roundabout, causing the vehicle to slow when changing lanes on a dual carriageway, trying to change lanes on a roundabout when a vehicle is directly alongside, exiting a roundabout without checking mirrors. Now I'm going to give you a few examples here. Obviously I've got to do it safely, so I'm on a quiet road here. I'll show you what you must do. So obviously when you're moving off from the curb, it's check all the way round. Get your car ready first before you do it. So you got to go all the way around, start from this side, all the way around that side, up to the left, before you move off to the right. There's no one here, so don't need to give a signal. So I'm going to move over here now, and I haven't checked my mirrors, and you'd fail for this because there's a car coming up on me outside. So remember to check the mirrors before you change the direction. You get something on people doing stuff like that, so don't let that bother you, because what he's just done there is not good. So I'm going to slow down here and show you what I mean. So even if you just move slightly to the left like this, you have to check these mirrors before you change direction. Same as like if you want to move over to the right, there might be a parked car there, check your mirrors in this mirror, blind spot, move over. As I say, I've had to pick an empty road because it's dangerous to do it on the main road. I'm going to come onto a dual carriageway in a moment. I'm going to show you what to do before you change lanes. Either you come from the left lane to the right lane, or from the right lane to the left lane. You must check the mirrors. This is the second most common fails last year. So I'm going to use my mirror signal maneuver to the left here. Looks a bit busy. It is busy. To a dual carriageway. There's no one behind us. There's a bike. So you can see where I'm changing direction here. I'm just checking my mirrors. So let's say I wanted to go overtake and go into this lane, and I went to move over without checking this mirror here. There's a car coming up behind us. If I went to go over without checking the mirrors, this would be a fail. See the car coming past? So there's no one there now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to check it with this one, I'll be checking it, there's no one behind, I'm going to go over to the right to indicate. Okay, so did you see that when I'm going to the right, that mirror and that mirror? Now when I want to come back from they call this the fast lane, I want to get back to the slow lane, which is that's your normal position on the left. I check this mirror and that mirror, and I come back over, little indicators come back. This is your normal position driving on your driving test, unless there's a hazard in front of you and you have to go round it. Remember, you have to check your mirrors constantly. You want to be checking them. Whenever you look up the road and come back to your mirrors. When you look up the road, scan from side to side and keep constantly checking your mirrors. The other one is on there, so like when you're on a roundabout, when you're leaving the roundabout, especially if you've got a car next to you, if it's two lanes. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show you how to do it again. This mirror and this mirror, check. There's no one there, so I don't need to give a signal. I'm only doing this to show you what you should do. So you don't want to stay in this lane too long. As long as you're going past someone that's going slower than you, you'll be fine. But there's no one behind us, so I'm going to stay in this lane until I get around the bend. And I want to be getting back to the left lane. So before I go back to the left lane, I have to check the mirrors. Don't just do this and move over without looking. If you do this and you move over, the chances are it may be classed as a serious fault, depending on the context of your journey. This road's empty, so I'm going to come back. So it's this mirror and that mirror, left, touch on it because there's a car in the distance. And I'm back again, checking my mirrors again. And you can see I'm constantly just checking. I'm not going crazy. I'm just doing it in a calm, concentrated way. That's the way you want to be on your driving test. Calm, concentrated, confident. Not cocky, confident. Now I'm going to reduce speed, so I'm checking me because I know there's a traffic light coming up, so I'm checking my mirrors before I slow down. Remember that, it's a change of speed. Checking my mirrors again because I'm braking now. There's a car behind me, but he's not too close. I'm going to get through the lights. That's a bad habit every time you come to a roundabout, you check right, that one's got a traffic light on. And then mirror indicate left to come off. See the way I check both mirrors then? Up the roundabout. And then checking again. Checking on my position now. Quick look where the line is behind me. That's looking on. I've got to watch out for these lights, they might change. And change direction again. Even the slightest change of direction, you've got to check. Check this side. I'm fairly straight here, so I'm just watching what's behind me, but I'm also, my priority is in front of me. So I'm going to go left at the light, so this is the mirror signal manoeuvre. That mirror, indicate. Okay, now I'm going to change me, so it's mirror signal. Now here's the position, I'm positioning myself. Here comes the speed, which I'm checking mirrors now because I'm slowing down. I've been watching the car behind me. And when you get to this point, you keep looking. Don't stare at anything. Glance, have a glance. I've noticed a lot of traffic lights are out lately. One set's out, one set's on. So you have to look both sides of the traffic light. I'm changing direction again. Just checking that mirror there. I'm going to speed up now, so just check me. Mirrors behind me, he's getting a bit close. Anywhere you go when you're driving, especially on your driving test, you're changing direction either to the left or to the right. Even if it's just a slight change of direction, you still have to check your mirrors. Either people failing, I'm not checking the mirrors for coming back to the left. I'm checking my mirrors, the lights have changed. Always check your mirrors before you get to the lights, because you don't know whether it's going to go to green or go to red or be on red or be on green. On me, so I'm making sure there's plenty of space behind me. We have to brake harshly, and the car behind's backed off now because I stuck at 30. Scan as far as you can, side to side, bring yourself back to the mirrors and check. I'm going to go left here, I'm going to use the mirror signal manoeuvre, middle, left, indicate. Now here's the position. Now I'm sorting the speed out and I keep looking. classic example. If you're coming on this and you don't do nothing, yeah, you need to check the mirror to move around it, and then mirror to check back. So remember, change the direction, change the speed, check your mirrors. I'm going to do it right here, so I'm going to use the mirror signal maneuver. First thing, mirror, right one, indicate. Position is fine, speed and something with the brakes, no one behind me, and keep looking. Again, start to speed up, so I'm checking what's behind me. So it's when you're speeding up and you're slowing down, just keep checking your mirrors. Don't stare in them, just glances. Quick glances. That's a big and empty road because it's quite dangerous to do this with the cameras on. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm going to pull up behind this car. Mirror. There's a car in the distance, but it's turned off. One, two, three. Hello everyone. I've been doing this 10 reasons why people fail the test, and the second one is of using the mirrors effectively when changing direction. I've already done a couple. I'm going to do this one, another one here now. I'm going to do this parallel park while there's cars here, and then I'm going to do the roundabouts. So remember, not using mirrors when you're leaving the roundabout. You don't want to cause a vehicle to slow when changing lanes on a dual carriageway, which I've just done a video on now. And trying to change lanes on a roundabout when the vehicle is directly alongside you. And the other one is the same again, when you're leaving the roundabout without checking mirrors. So when you exit a roundabout, you do not check your mirrors and cut across the path of a closely following vehicle to the left hand side of the car. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm going to do a parallel park and show you the observations on this one. I didn't get a chance to do this. I've just spotted this car here. So okay, so I'm pulled up here. The examiner's told me to pull up next to the car. This is the car directly in front of me, and then reverse back into the space. You're allowed 2 car lengths, which is where I am now. That's how much space they give you. The smallest place you can reverse into is 1.5 lengths of your car. On the test they give you two car lengths, and it's generally just a car like that. A lot of people think they're going to get between 2 cars, but it's very difficult to find that when examiners on your driving test. So I'm going to show you how to do this quickly. So remember, all round up, effective observation all the way round, all the way back down that way, and then back down this way. I'm also using this mirror as well, because all this here, the A-frame of the car and the seats create blind spots. So there's no one here, another little look. I'm just going to quickly pull out, come out as quickly as you can, get your car dead level with it, right next to it, that's it. As soon as you stop, if there was a car coming there, put an indicator on down. There's no one here. Select reverse, always select the gear first. This is an automatic. And now it's ready to go. Don't start looking around and then select the gear. Always select the gear first, so it's ready to go. Looking around, the technology on this is quite good. You got a camera, and make sure you look that way, right through that back window, so you've gone all the way around. And with this one, you just go back slowly until your wing mirror here faces the headlight, or it could be the tail light. It's just here now, and so now I've stopped. I've looked all around. So I want to do a 3/4 turn left, which this pit comes round to here, anti-clockwise to 9 o'clock. Look all around again, and just let the car head towards the curb. But now, as you can see on the way around, I'm not just looking in one place like this, because all you're doing here is your accuracy. You need the observation, the control and the accuracy are all at the same time. So you quickly, and you stop if you have to, just do little stops, walk around. I'm using this mirror to get by the curb. I could use this, but people get stuck looking at it. Oh, look around that way, nothing, there's no one in sight. If there's cars coming, you have to stop, unless you get to a point where you're nearly in and you're not going to affect anyone, the car's not sticking out. I'm going to go back 2 car lengths. Just keep my eye on that curb, but you can see I'm constantly doing this. I'm not just sitting there doing this. This is a no-no. This is the yes, what you want to do. Look around. And you can see I've already done any turning. I'm basting towards this car. I'll go back 2 car lengths again. And you stop there, you're going to be fine. So remember, observations all round. So I'm going to go to a couple of roundabouts now and show you what to do when you're leaving the roundabout. On the first one, I'm just going to go straight ahead. It's not a big roundabout, but it's a roundabout. And then I'm going to show you to check this mirror and that mirror when you come off. Here we go. Remember, again, now I'm moving off from the curb. I did this in the observation one last time. I'm looking all around. No need for a signal. There's nobody here. There's a couple of cyclists a bit up the road there. They'll see me signal. I'm just letting them know what I'm doing by moving away from the curb. So I'm going to approach the first roundabout. And I'm just going to go straight ahead now. So I'm checking because I'm slowing down. I've got my foot over the brake. I'm not accelerating. And I'm going to go straight ahead here. So go around, glance, don't just stay that way, look around because something could come this way. And I'm on this side now. I go mirror, mirror, indicate left. Off I come. Checking all around, another learner over there, say hello. Some people wave, some people don't. So yeah, there's a classic example of a bit of changing direction. There's a car in front of me. Even I'm only going to change direction slightly, you have to check the mirrors. Make sure. And then when you get past it, so you check that one to come round it, and this one and that one to come back. Now where's the roundabouts here? So I'm going to do a right, mirror, mirror, indicate right. Mainly traffic comes from the right if you're in the United Kingdom. If you're in Europe or somewhere else, it could be. Now I'm coming off the roundabout, so I've still got to go mirror, mirror, indicate left. Some of the roundabouts will be really small, and you'll probably it'd be safer to leave the signal and just check the mirrors, because by the time you've done it, you're off the roundabout. So your vehicle is your signal. Early position of your vehicle is the biggest signal you can give. Anyway, I'm going to check this mirror, that mirror, pull over to the left. There's 2 pedestrians there. I'm letting them know that I'm pulling in. Stop there. So that was a quick video. Try and get to do some more, but when you're working it's difficult. It's Sunday today. Just about to go home. There's me. So yeah, so that one there was just a few little tips on how to change direction before you slow down, speed up, turn left, slightly left. Alright, remember if you ever turn left from one road and right to another road, always mirror, signal, manoeuvre. The manoeuvre is the position, speed and look. There's 3 components. Anyway, I hope that's given an idea, because they really become strict. I had a pupil not so long ago, and he literally, I don't know, say the car was pointing that way towards you, he slightly moved this way and then he moved back that way, and he was failed because, well, there was a car on the left. Probably would have got a minor if there was no car there, but he didn't check the mirrors, and he just slightly, so he realised he came back too late, didn't check them mirrors to come back to the left. Anyway, I hope that helps you out a little bit. I'll be doing more when I get a chance, well, a bit of time to do it, and I'll see you all in the next video. That's bye for now. Bye.